Hi there, friends. I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. If you want to take a moment and hit that subscribe button, it goes a long way with helping out the channel. And it doesn't cost you any money, but it does help us out at the very least. Let's talk about the weather in the Western Pacific. And the big thing today is the official announcement from Bagasa that the El Nino has ended. I have a separate update explaining what that means as far as typhoons and tropical season in the Western Pacific. So be sure to check out the channel. Overall, though, we continue to see the southwest monsoon dominate out here. We do have some weak tropical waves towards the south of Guam as well, but at least at this time, nothing indicates formation development around this, while the rainy season continues to linger across parts of southwestern Japan. So the El Nino ends, no tropical threats, and also I have a separate update on this too. In Negros, we continue to see that threat of lahars following that volcanic eruption around Mount Kenalun last Monday. All right, let's take a look at our future cast here. Here's our tropical wave down towards the south, keeping an eye on that, but the GFS, ECMWF, and most guidance continues to not show development of this. Meanwhile, the southwest monsoon, which also increases vertical wind shear and thus the lack of tropical systems, dominates across the West Philippine Sea and also over towards Bangladesh and really the Indochina Peninsula, seeing plenty of rainfall. And watch how that river of moisture stretches into Taiwan and eventually over towards Okinawa, where above average precip continues to linger there too. Well, I shouldn't say above average, but plenty of rainfall, and that's why we call it the rainy season front. Doesn't take a scientist to figure that one out. You can see the overall pattern here with that easterly flow, with the low tropical waves kicking along, and then you have that rainy season front back towards the north, bringing that precip into places like Taipei and, of course, Naha, Okinawa there, where I think you're probably seeing the most of these showers. All right, so if we look ahead, this is from the Climate Prediction Center. Love this graphic. Gives you a general synopsis of what's going on around the world. That rainy season front continuing to dominate out here towards the north. And also they do show this. Now, if you see that, tropical cyclone development, yeah, very, very low. I think that's more climatological than operational. None of the guidance shows it, but at least in the end of June, typically we do have a tropical system somewhere in the Philippine Sea. So, at least at this time, we definitely should continue to monitor it. All right, let's take a look across Eastern Asia, where Bangkok, you still have that monsoonal flow, continuing to bring thunder showers. Across Manila, afternoon showers are possible. And a few days ago, you had some pretty decent rainfall. Any rain really is going to be reserved to the west coast. And I'll take a closer look at the Philippines in just one moment. While Taiwan, you got some moderate precip temperatures into the high 20s. And Okinawa, of course, rain at times. That makes sense, since I just mentioned the rainy season is in place. A little bit cooler off towards Tokyo, temperature into the mid-20s with some passing cloud cover. Rainy season typically doesn't hit you until the end of June. All right, let's do our flyover for the Philippines here, where Davao, you got 34 degrees. Cagayan de Oro at 30, and a lot of this is uplift from mountain flow here. Then we look off towards Cebu, where you haven't seen a lot of rain. You're really on the east side of the island here. The west coast has seen that precipitation. And then over towards Negros, I mentioned Mount Kenalun. That is right there. The west coast of that, where a lot of the ashfall took place last week, has been seeing some rain. And that has been creating some lahars. Now, not crazy stuff, but definitely enough to wash in the rivers. It's been killing fish, things like that. Been a problem. Rojas also looking at some precip and over towards the west coast of Mindoro. While Manila, you're going to be looking at those scattered showers. Same over towards Subic Bay as well, thanks to that northwesterly flow. Also flowing up into the coastline of Region 1 from San Fernando and into Baguio, those higher elevations. Everybody loves that cooler weather, but this time of year, it does bring that chance of some precip. While the Cagayan Valley, those temperatures that we were seeing a few weeks ago into the 40s seem to be behind us for the time being, at the very least, with that chance of some isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms. All right, big thanks for everybody on Patreon who supports the channel. One of the Patreon members did mention to me, Robert, why don't you slow down? A lot of times, people that watch these updates, their second language is English. So I've been trying my best to kind of slow down, be more punctual, and I hope you guys notice that in these updates. But of course, the big thing is for everybody here, I'm never going to put this behind a paywall, but you're the reason why I'm able to make these graphics, this lighting, the computer system. All of that is not free, and you guys that support the channel make it possible. So I truly, truly appreciate it. As always, thanks for watching. And number one thing, of course, is stay safe out there, friends. I hope you have a good day wherever you are.